I'm back. So last Saturday was DC FanDome, the biggest virtual Comic-Con event for DC fans, celebrating DC and celebrating the fans like myself. And a lot was revealed. It was a blast. Like, a lot was revealed. Even the films that haven't even started shooting have revealed some cool stuff. And I'm gonna make 2 videos, which are like two or 3 videos. And for this video, we're gonna talk about the Batman. So Matt Reeves' The Batman, I have been anticipating for this movie for over a year. Especially what really grabs my attention with this movie is not only the casting of Batman and the Riddler, but also how he's going to approach this film. Matt Reeves is approaching this as a noir detective film. And that really excites me because Batman has been known as the world's greatest detective, and no Batman movie has ever dabbled in that. Sure, The Dark Knight dabbled on a bit, but never as a main focus of a movie, not an entire Batman movie where Batman instead uses his mind instead of his fists. That really excites me. And the panel for the Batman is just interesting in itself. Usually every other panel at DC FanDome is like, come on, where's the trailer? Come on, get to the trailer. For this panel, you just stop and listen to Matt. Listen to what he says about this film and the character that is the Batman. He knows what he's doing. And hearing about the inspirations that he's taken with regards to comics, like one of his inspirations for his main inspirations for comics is Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale's The Long Halloween, which is a really great Batman story, probably one of the best, up there with like The Dark Knight Returns, Killing Joke, Year One. Really recommend it if you haven't, as well as its follow-up, Dark Victory. Not a lot of people talk about this, but seriously, you should also read this as well. Yeah. And also, someone asked about a deep cut that inspired him, and also so he mentions like one of the deep cuts. They not only want this to be like a noir-driven detective film with inspirations like what I told you, like The Long Halloween and Dark Victory, but also they want to go inside the mind of Bruce Wayne and his trauma and his psychology. And one of the deep cut comics that Matt took inspiration from is Darwin Cook's Batman Ego. It's a really great and underrated story. I highly recommend reading this if you haven't. Seriously, you don't regret it. He also cites movies like Taxi Driver and Chinatown as inspirations. And even a lot of fans thought of the trailer, when they saw the trailer, which we'll get to that, as having similar vibes to David Fincher's Seven. And yeah, so the panel is just interesting. It's like a TED Talk dedicated to Batman. Hearing him talk about Gotham City and how it is a character in and of itself, how it's full of crime and corruption, and how it's also going to be explored even more in the upcoming GCPD television series set to be released on HBO Max. And that really gets me excited that Matt is able to expand his Batman universe. And hearing him talk about the characters and how he says, like, we're about to see in this film we'll see versions of characters that no one has ever seen before, really gets me excited. And knowing that for the villains, even though the film is not an origin story, it is kind of setting up, like, creating the origin stories for its villains. Like in this film, Selena Kyle isn't Catwoman yet. She's a cat burglar, and she will become Catwoman. And Oswald Cobblepot, he is the Penguin, but he isn't the kingpin crime boss that he is. In fact, in this film, he doesn't even like being called the Penguin. It's a guy, which I feel like by the end he'll get used to it. And he also says that Edward Nashton, the Riddler, is starting to emerge. And that, like, it's the whole listening to Matt Reeves talk about it is just amazing. I'll probably put in a link to an upload of the panel. Seriously, it is very interesting to hear what Matt has said. And of course, I can't talk about the Batman and DC FanDome without talking about, obviously, what was revealed, the trailer, the teaser trailer. And I was expecting like either a clip or a small teaser in the vein of Halloween Kills, but now we got a full-on trailer, a full-on 2-minute trailer, and it is one of the best teaser trailers I have ever seen. Like, they only shot 25% of it, and they put this together. Like, that is just straight up impressive. So it begins with a crime scene. We see the new version of the Riddler, who I feel like Matt is taking inspirations from the Zodiac Killer. Like, if you watch David Fincher's Zodiac or know your true crime history, then you know who the Zodiac Killer is. If you don't, then I just say go watch David Fincher's Zodiac. And also, fans pointed out that it's similar to that of John, saying he might feel similar to that of John Doe, also from Seven. And we see him like duct taping what we all probably believed was the mayor of Gotham City. And he puts the image "No More Lies" on there, which I know that image leaked on Reddit months ago and it's been taken down. Well, even though if they took it down, it hasn't stopped it from spreading almost all over the internet. But yeah. And can I just talk about how I love the addition of Something in the Way by Nirvana? It's just perfect and really fits the mood, and especially the lyrics. There's something in the way, like there's something in the way of finding happiness, but there's nothing there. Like, Kurt wrote the song when he was homeless and living under a bridge. Like, I love the inclusion of the song, mainly just because I'm a Nirvana fan. And we get our first look at Jeffrey Wright as Gordon. He's not commissioner yet, but he is already perfect as Gordon. Like, he already nailed it. I know a lot of people are complaining about him being, like, Gordon being race swapped, but when he was cast, I feel like he could perfectly nail Jim Gordon. It doesn't matter on the race, as long as the character and his description of the character on how he is still the way it is, then there's nothing wrong with it. And he's just perfectly casted. And not only that, we also get to see the Batman and the bat suit in action, like seeing him in the bat suit, seeing Robert in the bat suit. It's just, oh my god, he's just so awesome looking and real, and it's just, yeah, I can't even put everything to words, like. And seeing him actually working with the GCPD, like, usually like in Batman movies or novels, he usually waits till the cops leave and then he would go in and investigate everything. But seeing him, that the GCPD kind of trusted him, but yet again, he's a vigilante, nobody trusts him. And it's very interesting. We also get our first look at the Bat Cave, which is not really a cave, which is more like an underground tunnel, and it is a very interesting take on it. I think Bat Source even kind of predicted that. He said he wanted to be like an industrial garage, and that it's kind of like in that vein. Oh yeah, shout out to Bat Source, you are the man. Yeah, and seeing Catwoman in this trailer, it's just like we know, I had told you this early on, she's not Catwoman yet, she's a cat burglar, and it really shows by her costume. Like, it's just her mask is just a ski mask that just goes all the way there with a big eye hole and little detail with having a little bit of seams showing, resembling cat ears. Like, if you don't like the suit, come on, she's not. That's because she's not Catwoman yet. She will become Catwoman. And yeah, and seeing Colin Farrell as the Penguin, like everyone else, he looks unrecognizable. Whoever did the makeup, this deserves an Oscar nomination. If Suicide Squad got an Oscar for makeup, then so does this film. Like, it should either deserve an Oscar nomination. Like, they did a really great job on it. Like, I didn't even know it was him until I went to Twitter and someone pointed it out, and I was like, holy shit, that's actually him? Damn, it looked like the makeup looks great. And hearing the Riddler say, we even get a glimpse of the Riddler's voice, Paul Dano's Riddler, hearing him say the line, "If you are justice, please do not lie. What is the price for your blind eye?" Yeah, like, something of a riddle. Oh, speaking of riddles, there was also in the trailer early on, like, it shows a card left that the Riddler is left to the Batman, specifically to the Batman. And so someone on Twitter already solved it. The card, what's in there, it says, "What does a liar do when he's dead?" And the answer, he still lies. Like, even when he's dead, he still lies. Like, he's lying on the floor, dead. Like, hearing Paul Dano's Riddler voice, it's just knowing it's a voice modulator similar to that, like, Anonymous, and I really like that. And also, I can't talk about the trailer without talking about that one scene in the film, like seeing Batman beat the ever-living shit out of that goon. I don't think they're Joker goons. A lot of people say they might be Penguin goons, but I don't. But who knows? They're probably just goons. causing trouble, mayhem around Gotham. But boy, like, you do not want to fuck with this guy. You do not want to mess with him. And also we get to hear Robert's Batman voice, which is just already top tier Batman voice. Well, not if it regards to every Batman actor, including animation, nothing can top Kevin Conroy. But in regards to live action, to me, this already peaked. Better than Christian Bale, better than Ben Affleck's Batman voices. Like, it's just vengeance, and not like, where is she? Just like, and like Robert says, a piratey, almost a whispery type of voice, like a gravelly, something like that, a bit gravelly. That's what I've wanted in a Batman voice, and I'm glad Robert has given that to us. And also seeing the Batmobile in action, it's just, this already became my favorite Batmobile ever since Matt Reeves posted those pictures of it. And it's just, I am so glad that it's a car. I was never a huge fan of the tank-like Batmobiles of like the Dark Knight trilogy or Zack Snyder's version of Batman. I always liked when the Batmobile is a car, which is why my favorite versions of the Batmobile were like the Tim Burton Batmobile and the 1960s Adam West Batmobile were my favorites. And this is already like, and this new Batmobile is already like number one. Yeah, this is like one of the best teaser trailers I've ever seen. And also, last thing about this trailer is that when Bruce takes off his cowl, the eye makeup is still there. The black eye makeup, because usually whenever an actor puts on the cowl, you could clearly see like black eye makeup. But when they take it off, it's all of a sudden disappeared. But in this video, they actually kept that detail, and I really love it. A lot of people compared that image to like emo Parker, like he's looking emo. Like, dude, his parents were murdered right in front of him. You think you're that dumb? Well, anyway, like, I really love that they kept that detail. And the bat suit is just really great. I am predicting that we might get a new bat suit later on in the film. But yeah, this trailer is just amazing, and I could not get over it. So yeah, that is it. Thank you guys for watching this. Don't forget to leave a like, comment below what excites you about the Batman, what's your favorite part of the teaser trailer. Really let me know down below. Also, link below is my Twitter account. Go follow me on Twitter. I post a lot there than here. And I mean, people who follow me on Twitter, I love talking about the Batman, and I cannot stop posting about it. And yeah. So yeah, and also I'll put in the link below not only the trailer that is up on YouTube, but also the link to the trailer on Matt Reeves' Vimeo channel if you want to watch this in glorious 4K. So yeah, expect a video on Zack Snyder's Justice League. And yeah, as I said before, like and subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be notified. And also follow me on Twitter. Oh yeah, also put the link to the panel. And yeah, I will see you later or tomorrow if I could get this out on time. But yeah. Anyways, see you there.